What it do, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is with everybody saying no mercy sports. Now, before we get into it, be sure to click one of the two links in the description of this video. Now, if you're looking to get into fitness, be sure to click the tab that says Fit for Life Fitness, baby. Look, I've been getting back into the gym. I've been using Beachbody. Beachbody is no joke. They have all kinds of workouts. Whether you're a beginner and just getting into the workout game and you need a good stepping stone, or if you're a more intermediate slash advanced workout or fitness person, then they obviously have programs like P90X, Insanity Asylum, P90X2, P90X3, P90X, the next generation. I mean, the list goes on and on. So, when you click the tab that says the best at-home workout programs available, that's obviously going to lead you straight to Beachbody. Be sure to use code JamesKBody. That is James K Bravo Oscar Delta India for 15% off when you sign up. And honestly, if you're going for a yearly subscription, it's not that bad of a deal. But hey, maybe fitness isn't your strong suit. So be sure to click the tab, or be sure to click the link that says Linktree, No Mercy Sports. Be sure to click the tab that says TrueVictory.com. They're veteran-owned, veteran-operated. They have a lot of awesome products, from T-shirts to gym accessories to patches to stickers. They are awesome, baby. But once you have found what you have been looking for, be sure to use code No Mercy Sports 15 for 15% off your entire purchase. Look, it's awesome. Like I said, veteran owned, veteran operated. You won't be disappointed. Now, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's get right fucking into it. Let's go. Oh, man, I can't wait for this episode, baby. What's going on, y'all? You already know what time it is. Like I said in the prelude of this episode, it is time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And again, at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is, with everybody saying no mercy sports. Now, obviously, I'm available on all forms of social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or even Twitter. But I also have a fitness page going on, being Fit for Life Fitness. Be sure to check it out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. I post workouts daily. Man, oh man, my arsenal of workouts is insane. Next week, it is going to be a Demon Slayer workout from the CTE Demon Slayer himself, Inosuke Hashabira. And look, I'm telling you right now, if Cam Scadaboo was a anime character, it 100% be Inosuke. Seriously, watch the anime Demon Slayer. Wait for Inosuke to come, and you will straight up see Cam Scadaboo in that bitch. But look, we got plenty of time before football rolls around. For now, we got to talk some baseball right now, because god damn baseball. I mean, really, spring training is here as we draw closer to the start of the World Baseball Classic, which is underway right now. Team USA is whooping that ass on Team Brazil, but if you want to flex on a fucking pitcher, getting one out on or getting a inning-ending double play on Aaron Judge when Judge took Team Brazil deep for a 2-run home run. That's not the flex you think it is, my guy. Anyways, but I will say this, man, oh man, some of the scores are NFL level type scores. The Yankees got things started by beating the Detroit Tigers 20-3. I'm not making it up when I say that. The final score was straight up 20-3. That is, oh God. But I'm not done yet. Then San Diego versus Seattle may as well have been an actual football game because the final score of that game was 27-6. 27-6. Are you kidding me? With the scores we've been seeing this spring training, should we have any expectations going into this season? I say yes, we should have some expectations going into this season. Why? Because look at the fucking roster. Anyways, like I was saying, why? Because look at the fucking roster that the Dodgers have right now. They have literally assembled the goddamn Avengers. I would seriously be disappointed if the Dodgers didn't score 10 runs a game. I'm being serious when I say that. They have Yoshinobu Yamamoto. They just put Shohei Ohtani back on the mound. They have oh God, what's his name? Roki Sasaki. They got Freddie Freeman. They just signed Kyle Tucker to a big time deal. They also signed freaking Shohei Ohtani to a 10-year deal. Like, it's insane what the Dodgers have been doing the last few off seasons. And I'll tell you what, it's only a matter of time before we see a lockout from the MLB why? Because, hey, talk to the fucking Dodgers. They are literally signing infinite money type contracts to the players that even look in their general direction. Now, obviously, there's other teams that are going to be out there looking to put up those type of runs. Look, we obviously have the WBC going on right now, and honestly, with Team USA captain Aaron Judge, obviously being the captain of Team USA, it really wouldn't surprise me if the Yankees were to put up those type of runs as well. But they say the best offense is also a good defense, and right now, I don't think the Yankees really have all that good a bullpen because you can only do so much. But then again, the New York Mets are literally taking the Yankees' sloppy seconds. So, there's that. But I'll tell you what, let's veer away from the WBC right now because we got plenty of time before the finals show up and before Team USA takes it all and we go for the golden sweep, baby. That's right. We're taking the golden sweep. We beat Canada in women's U.S. hockey, we beat Canada in women's hockey in the Olympics, and we also fucking beat Canada again in men's hockey. Now we're going for the golden sweep, baby, and making sure that America is the greatest sports country on this planet. In any case, though, let's move on to some hockey right now. Speaking of, looks like the 3P is looks like the 3P is starting to fade for the Florida Panthers right now. Right now, they currently sit at last in in their division and are currently sitting 2 games over 500, with one of those wins coming against. Give me a sec here. With their 31st win over the Detroit Red Wings. Right now, they're currently sitting at 31, 29, and 3. With the Florida Panthers being in last place in their division, can they make a comeback and still go for the three-peat? I'll be honest right now, I really don't think that Florida or the Panthers are going to go for the three-peat, but I will say this. The way that the Tampa Bay Lightning are looking right now, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the Stanley Cup still stays in the Sunshine State and Tampa Bay wins the whole damn thing. Look, we already know that the Colorado Avalanche are a serious contending playoff team. But I'll tell you what, whatever type of ghosts Quinn Hughes was seeing, especially in the Olympics, that got passed on to Nathan MacKinnon real motherfucking quick, because seriously, how do you miss a goal that wide open, my guy? You're from Canada. You're from the literal country where hockey was invented, my guy, and you miss a goal that wide open? Although I shouldn't be saying that. Why? Because we had we had a hockey player that could have been in easily. We had a hockey player that could have been in the greatest of all time conversation. That guy being Johnny Hockey, aka Johnny Gaudreau. Man, he was working overtime that Sunday morning when it came to USA versus Canada for the gold medal. He was working overtime. He was making sure to have Connor Hellebuck's back. And then, like I said, in a wide open shot that you couldn't even repeat if you were given a million chances, Johnny Gaudreau said, no, not on my watch. But this isn't about Johnny Gaudreau. But rest in peace, man. I love I love the memorial that they have going on right now of where the accident happened. Seriously, dude. My God. Like, literally, what could have been for Johnny Gaudreau. Look, I'm not taking anything away from the Colorado Avalanche right now, all right? All I'm saying is that I'm crapping on Nathan MacKinnon right now because, look, that wide open shot is easily going to keep him awake at night. And it's not even fucking close. But like I said, with the Tampa Bay Lightning playing that they are playing the way that they're playing right now, it really wouldn't surprise me if Lord Stanley still stayed in the Sunshine State. But going from Miami to Tampa, you know what? Worse things have happened. I think the state of Florida is going to be all right. Why? Because when you literally look at the last 7 years of the NHL playoffs, look at where Lord Stanley has ended up. That should tell you everything you need to know about the Sunshine State, baby. So, but all right. Let's move on from hockey to a few other sports right now. Look, now honestly, it's no secret that the NBA is on a serious decline right now. Why? Because the NBA is trying to suck literally every ounce of talent that LeBron James still has left in his tank. For Christ's sake, if he announces that he is coming back for year 22 just to fucking stat pad, I'm done with the NBA in general. I will say that right now. I am done. Look, I've been done since, what was it? I want to say the 2022, maybe 2023 All-Star game when the final score was almost a combined 400 points. Look, I get it. The All-Star game is where you have fun, but you gotta still play the goddamn game. This isn't a show-off contest. Anyways, like I was saying, it is no secret that the NBA has been on a serious decline. I mean, hell, it is really hard to take the NBA seriously when they have this in-season tournament type bullshit. Like, Adam Silver literally created this fucking thing just so he could keep up with the numbers that the NFL and college football are doing. It's not working, dude. Wait until football season is over, then your time will come. All right? But you're too stupid and naive to actually understand that, my guy. But don't even get me started on the NFL right now, all right? Because look, the NFL has seriously gotten soft. There is no dilly-dallying around that. There is no walking on there is no walking on eggshells around that. No. The the NFL has seriously gotten soft, and it's not even close. You literally, and I can't even stress this enough, you literally look at a quarterback the wrong way, you are getting a flag for roughing the passer. Don't believe me? Look at Patrick Mahomes. He is the straight up version of LeBron James. Like, oh, you know what? He is the straight up version of both LeBron James and SGA. Something doesn't go his way, he will complain to the refs. The refs will be like, "Don't worry, Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes, we got your ass." Meanwhile, guys like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, literally anybody that's not named Patrick Mahomes are out here getting decimated. Let that sink in. Now, but I will say this. As MLB, as baseball season approaches, and we still have hockey season going on right now, can MLB and NHL replace the NFL and NBA as the top professional sports to watch? To that of which I say yes. Why? Because you got guys like CTE Newton, aka Cam Newton, saying that women's basketball is somehow gonna be more popular than baseball season. Bro, you took some serious fucking hits in your day, and then you literally gotta dress up like you're attending the Kentucky fucking Derby every single time you go into work just to try and prove a point to which you're not even proving. Get the fuck out of here, man. You had one good season, which was your MVP season, and you led the Panthers to their second Super Bowl appearance, to which, oh my God, You talk about catastrophe. You couldn't even fall on a fumble. Why? Because you were scared like a little bitch. Look, I get it. Being in an accident is one thing, but when the game is on the fucking line, you put your goddamn body on the line, you little bitch. But again, but again, I'm doubling down when I say this. I really think that MLB and NHL are going to be the two sports to watch moving forward rather than the NBA or even the NFL. Look, I'm still going to watch the NFL because I'm a diehard Giants fan. But I would much rather more yeah, I would rather more watch college football than I would the NFL. Why? Because the energy in every single college football stadium is going to be electric. And you can't deny that. So, but speaking of, oh boy, this might be a little controversial. But speaking of the MLB, honestly, Aaron Judge winning AL MVP came as no surprise to me. He was better offensively than Cal Raleigh. That is a hill I will die on. The only thing that Cal Raleigh beat Aaron Judge in the category of was what was it? Home runs. Cal Raleigh only beat Aaron Judge in home runs. Now, did Cal Raleigh have the greatest season for a catcher of all time? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to take that away from him. But if the MLB straight up gave the AL MVP to Cal Raleigh just because he led the league in home runs and also had a feel-good season for the Seattle Mariners, that would have been a bad look for the MLB. I am standing 10 toes down on that business. Quote me on it. Write it down. Take a picture. Remember it. I don't give a fuck. In any case, let's get the question out of the way right now. Despite coming in second for AL MVP, can Cal Raleigh make another argument for AL MVP this year? Yeah, he can. But guess what? There is a 6'7", sorry, Lil Wayne. There is a 6'7", 280-pounder in New York, in the Bronx, wearing Yankees pinstripes who would like to say otherwise. Now, look, Raleigh, if you can improve your batting average to over 250, then you might, keyword might, have an argument for actually trying to win AL MVP. But the fact that you were just leading the league in home runs alone offensively. Oh, but he was so good defensively. Look, unless he was prime Yadier Molina behind the plate and daring base runners to steal it, to steal from first to second and then getting them out, he didn't deserve a AL MVP. He didn't deserve that shit. The only reason he would have gotten it was on a feel good, or the only two reasons he would have gotten that shit was on a feel good story and led the league in home runs. I'm going to tell you this right now, and I said it before, even during the regular season of baseball last year. Shit, I instantly forgot. Wow. But yeah, no. Cal Raleigh did not deserve the AL MVP. That is a hill I'm willing to die on. Like, Cal Raleigh was batting under 250, mind you. Keep that in mind. Batting under 250. You know how bad that would have looked? Ay, boy. All right, though. We're gonna take our first commercial break. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna talk some WWE. We're gonna talk the NFL Combine, and we're gonna talk some college basketball. Oh, it's gonna be a fun one. Stay tuned. We'll be right back in just a minute.
The one you love to hate, Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
Nobody can stop me now.
All right. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Let's talk some WWE because last weekend we had the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and The card was good overall, but look, Triple H, you wasted some serious time off of our life of shit we're never going to get back anytime soon. Now, is that a knock on Danhausen? Yeah, it absolutely is. But I'll tell you what, the backstage segment that he had with Adam Pearce and the Judgment Day showed that, like, bro, you hyped up a worthless debut for something that could have been saved for the Raw after Wrestle fucking Mania, my guy. Or even if it was a backstage segment for the Elimination Chamber and R-Truth was included. What the fuck we doing, man? But look, the women's elimination chamber happened. Rhea Ripley won. She is going on to WrestleMania to face Jade Cargill for the women's WWE championship. Terry, what it do, baby? Doing good, man. How you doing? But look, like I said, Rhea Ripley won the women's elimination chamber. She is going on to WrestleMania to take on Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. Now let's move on to the men's elimination chamber. Once again, LA Knight gets screwed out of a WWE Championship opportunity match for botching something so simple. But I'll tell you what, I did enjoy the consolation prize of Randy Orton winning, and hell yeah, dude. Enjoy the Japanese beer, enjoy the sake, enjoy the late night, my man. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling oozy. Love to hear it, brother. But yeah, like I was saying, Randy Orton, I guess, leading up to the Elimination Chamber, Cody was saying, oh, you're not man enough to pull the trigger. Bitch, are you serious? You don't question the fucking Viper, my guy. You don't question WWE's Apex Predator. You literally, Cody, you literally brought out the 09 version of Randy Orton. And anybody that watched WWE in 2009, 2010 knows that Randy Orton, especially when he was bald, was a straight up fucking menace. This dude was straight up ending careers. Oh man. That's good. That's good. But not looking good right now. But hey, at least Kopitar can say that he has scored the most points in King's history, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so it came down to Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and I want to say Logan Paul, and then Drew McIntyre would go on and interfere. Classic, So obviously Orton and Rhodes team up. They take out McIntyre, or I should say Rhodes takes out McIntyre, and then as soon as Rhodes gets up, Orton would deliver the RKO that would send him on to WrestleMania to face Drew McIntyre. Now, from what I've seen, for Friday night, we got Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. I haven't watched WWE SmackDown. Why? Because I am here to entertain y'all. You know what I'm saying? But whoever the opponent is for Randy Orton, I just saw that, man. I just saw that, and wow, looks like the Perry curse is going to be carrying over. Uh, anyways, looks like the Perry curse is going to be carrying over to the Tampa Bay Lightning because if you look at the teams that Corey Perry has played for, none of those teams won the Stanley Cup. But I will say this: I think that this time around, the Tampa Bay Lightning break the Corey Perry curse and Lord Stanley stays in the Sunshine State. All right. Well, that comes as no surprise. So looks like it's set up for WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion, will take on Randy Orton. And Orton, I swear to God, is looking to eye his 15th WWE championship. Now, can Randy Orton get one step closer to tying John Cena for the most world titles in WWE history? To that, I say hell fucking yes. Because look, we all know that Randy Orton is definitely going to be hearing some voices inside his head. Look, this is no knock because, damn it, I love this character so much. This is no knock on Bray Wyatt whatsoever. I honestly think it'll be WrestleMania. You know, somebody's going to be looking to have a match at WrestleMania. I think they pull a Randy Orton 2.0 from last year. You know, Orton was like, hey, I want to have a match. I want to have a match with somebody. I don't care who it is. And then his opponent ended up being Joe Hendry from TNA. So I think Y2J returns. Will it be a throwaway match? Yeah, probably. Will it be an entertaining match? Oh, you bet. Bro, I will bet top dollar on that shit. But yeah, look, like I said, I honestly think that Randy Orton walks away a 15-time WWE champion, getting within shouting distance of Ric Flair, and also getting within shouting distance of John Cena, aka the 17-time world champion, aka the GOAT. Look, respect to where it's due for Ric Flair, but I'm sorry, John Cena is the goddamn GOAT because he is a 17-time WWE champion, baby. Ooh, that would put asses in seats, man. That would put asses in seats. That's not an exaggeration. That is straight up. Y2J versus Joe Hendry. Look, I'll say this. Like I said before, we got wasted time that we're never going to get back with Danhausen debuting at Elimination Chamber. I wholeheartedly, 100% want to see a backstage segment of Danhausen, Y2J when he was in the you just made the list or the list of Jericho days with R-Truth. Ooh, that's not that crazy. That's not that crazy. So, honestly, I think going into WrestleMania as it draws closer, anyways, as WrestleMania draws closer, I really think that Randy Orton gets his 15th championship. I think it's going to be a good one, and it's going to be a fun one. But hey, let's move on from WWE to the NFL Combine. Why? Because we have the NFL Draft upon us. Now, granted, it's not going to be coming until late April, but I will say this. The NFL Combine has been scary, mostly because of the players running their 40s. We straight up have 300 plus pound linemen running damn near 4.5 40-yard dashes. You know how insane that is? First off, what are these kids eating? What are they even being fed? In any case, though, is the NFL hereby put on notice? I hate it when people are more creative than me because that is a serious fucking bar, Terry. That is a bar. Oh, that mashup would be insane. Oh my god. I can literally see it now. Oh my god. But back to the NFL Combine. Is the NFL hereby put on notice with how the linemen have been running their 40s in the NFL Combine? Honestly, I think it is because you look at some of the defensive backs, the running backs, the offensive players, but you look at the fucking linemen that have been running their 40s. Big men, 300 plus pounds. I'm not even kidding you. Big men, 300 plus pounds shouldn't be moving that fast. Now, this is obviously, it's no question that this year's NFL draft is going to be an offensive heavy or offensive lineman heavy and defensive lineman heavy type of draft. Obviously, there's a few diamonds in the rough as far as offensive players go or even defensive players go. But I'm telling you right now, seeing 300 plus pounders run a 4.8 or sub 5 in the 40-yard dash, no, fuck that. Fuck that. Straight up, fuck that. All right. Last topic before our final commercial break. There can only be one, and then there was one. As Miami of Ohio is the last team remaining as the undefeated team in college basketball right now, which is crazy because it looks like Ohio actually came out to play. Even crazier, Ohio is 500 right now. They are currently sitting at 15-15. But again, that is the beauty of college basketball. You never know what you're going to expect. Look, again, we had 16 seed back in 2018. We had 16 seeded UMBC upset one seeded Virginia in the first round of the March Madness tournament. The literal fact that Miami of Ohio, I'll say that again, Miami of Ohio, not the U. Believe it or not, there's actually a Miami in Ohio. And if you need further clarification And if you need further clarification, Ben Roethlisberger went to Miami of Ohio. Look it up. So, as the March Madness tournament approaches, can Miami of Ohio finish the season undefeated and go on a run in the March Madness tournament? Well, right now, it looks like I'm seeing right now, looks like they got their hands full with the Ohio Wildcats, which is insane right now because Ohio is, again, 500, currently sitting at 15-15, and as far as conference goes, being the MAC conference, Bobcats. I'm sorry. The Ohio Bobcats are 9-8 in the MAC conference. Meanwhile, like I said, we got Miami of Ohio, the Red Hawks, currently undefeated right now, and currently undefeated in their conference. Honestly, I really think that the Red Hawks find a way out of this. And, they continue their undefeated run and go into the tournament undefeated. Can they make a run in the tournament? Hey, this is what the March Madness tournament was created. This is why, I should say, the March Madness tournament was created. You never know what's going to happen. And I, for one, fucking love this tournament. We shall see what happens, but for right now, look, we're going to take our final commercial break. We're going to be right back, and we'll be back with some Saturday predictions for men's college basketball. Until then, stay tuned, baby.
one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
Nobody can stop me now.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Now, let's go over the last topic for the night as we have some college basketball predictions to make. This is the final game of the season as we approach the conference tournament. Before leading up to the March Madness tournament. Now, getting things started, we got number 7 Houston going into Gallagher Iba Arena in Stillwater, Oklahoma to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Give me the Cougars in this matchup. It's not even close. Next up, we got a rivalry matchup as Virginia Tech goes into John Paul Jones Arena in Charlottesville, Virginia to take on the 13th ranked Virginia Cavaliers. Give me the Cavaliers in this one, baby. Look, Virginia Tech, I see you. You sitting at 19-11 right now, but come on. Look, Virginia owns your ass, not only in lacrosse, but also in college basketball. Now, if Virginia Tech also owns Virginia in some way, shape, or form in different sports, good on them. But I'm talking when it comes to lacrosse and college basketball, Virginia got that ass, baby. All right, next up, we got 20th ranked Arkansas going into the Mizzou Arena in Columbia, Missouri to take on the 20-10 Missouri Tigers. Give me Arkansas, baby. Now, obviously, the records are pretty close. Arkansas is currently sitting at 22-8. They are currently 12-5 in the SEC. Same thing can be said for Missouri, except Missouri is 20-10 overall and currently 10-7 in the SEC. Look, Arkansas, you may suck at college football. Like, I'm talking, you probably haven't been good since the Darren McFadden days. Or did Brock Osweiler play there? If he did, let me know in the comments. But look, I will say this. I'm going to go with the Arkansas Razorbacks in this one over the Missouri Tigers. Next up, we got 4th ranked UConn, currently sitting at 27-3, who has the potential of being one of the 4 teams in the rankings right now to be a top seed in one of the 4 regions of the March Madness tournament as they go into Milwaukee, Wisconsin to take on 11-19 Marquette. Give me the goddamn Huskies. Why? Because they the best in the burbs, baby, and it's not even close. Yeah, they got 3 losses right now. Obviously Michigan, Arizona, and Duke are ahead of them. But look, as long as they got Dan Hurley, I'm taking fucking UConn in this bitch when the tournament starts. And I can't wait for the fucking tournament to start. Oh, it's going to be a good one. All right. Next up, we got Arizona State, who is currently 16-14, going into the Hilton Coliseum of Ames, Iowa, to take on 6th ranked Iowa State. Oh, let's go, baby. Give me Iowa State in this bitch. Are you kidding me right now? Man, if I were to go against Iowa State, fucking bitch slap me. You know what I'm saying? All right. Next up, we got a battle of Kansas as Kansas State goes into the Allen Fieldhouse of Lawrence, Kansas to take on the 14th ranked Kansas Jayhawks. Come on. Look, at one point, the Allen Fieldhouse was such a hostile environment as far as college basketball goes. I'm talking go. Oh, God, pardon me. Look, I'm talking the Allen Fieldhouse was so dangerous. I'm going back to the Kirk Heinrich days. The Kansas Sniper. This man was, Kirk Heinrich was a destroyer of worlds. And if you don't believe me, go watch his highlights. This man was a straight up fucking dog. That's what the Chicago Bulls saw in him. Wasn't even close. Give me the 14th ranked Jayhawks, baby. All right, next up, we got Louisville currently sitting at 21-9 as they go into the Wasco Center in Coral Gables, Florida to take on 22nd ranked Miami, aka the U, not Miami of Ohio. You know what? I'm feeling upset in this one. Give me Louisville. Give me fucking Louisville. All right, next up, we got 24th ranked Vanderbilt going into Food City Center, Knoxville, Tennessee to take on 23rd ranked Tennessee. This is going to be a close one. Straight up. Vanderbilt 23-7 right now. Let's look at their last few games. So they went undefeated, lost 3 straight to Texas, Florida, and Arkansas. Went on a 3-game win streak, lost to Oklahoma, won their next 2 after that, lost 2 after that, beat Georgia, but then proceeded to get decimated by Kentucky with 3 games left in the season, mind you. Now they're coming off a 89-86 win against Ole Miss. This is a tough one. Let's take a look at Tennessee. Let's take a look at who they have lost to. All right. So they started off undefeated in their first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. They beat 3rd ranked Houston and then would proceed to go on to a 3-game losing streak, losing to Kansas, naturally, 81-76, losing a close game to Syracuse, very close game. They would lose 62-60. They would lose to 14th ranked Illinois, 75-62. Then they would proceed to go on a 3-game win streak, beating ranked Louisville. And that's basically the only win that's basically the biggest flex win that they would actually get. Next, after that, they would proceed to lose to Arkansas 86-75. They would come back, beat Texas, lose to Florida, beat Texas A&M, then proceed to lose to Kentucky. Tennessee, what are we doing right now? Anyway, anyways, I'll say this. You know what? Give me Tennessee for the upset. I know Vanderbilt is ranked lower than the Volunteers right now, but give me Tennessee. Why? You never know what's going to happen leading up to the March Madness tournament, baby. That's why. I'm not laughing at the prediction for Vanderbilt, Tennessee. I'm laughing at the upcoming game. Why? Because we got 5th ranked Florida. I told y'all that Purdue being ranked over Florida was a fucking joke. It was a joke. There is no way, and there is no fucking way that despite the fact that the Florida Gators were going into the season were the reigning defending national champions and Purdue was ranked over them. But as I've gone off of for so many reasons, a saying that I will live and die by. It is not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And ironically enough, the next game after Florida versus Kentucky is Wisconsin versus Purdue. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And right now, the Florida Gators are in the top 5 of the top 25 rankings, currently sitting at 24-6 as they go into the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky to take on the 19-11 Kentucky Wildcats. Give me the comeback Gators, baby. And I'm not even going to explain why Florida is going to win that game. Let's move on to the next game. Why? Because I'm calling this right now. Purdue, eat it. Wisconsin is going into the McKay Arena in West Lafayette, Indiana to take on 15th ranked 23-7 Purdue. Give me the goddamn Badgers for the upset. Fuck you, Purdue. You should have never been ranked above Florida going into this season. I don't care what Florida lost. Like I said, it's not about how you start. It's about how you fucking finish. You bum-ass program. You couldn't even win the national championship when you had Zach Edey. You got your asses kicked 2-3 years ago to Fairleigh Dickinson, whose basketball arena is a literal fucking YMCA rec center type of arena. Let that sink in. Look at your fucking basketball arena, Purdue, and then look at Fairleigh Dickinson's. I know what I said. I know what I'm a fucking about. Anyways, next up. Ooh, this is actually sure to be a good one here. We got 25th ranked, 27-3, St. Louis going into Eagle Bank Arena in Fairfax, Virginia to take on an underrated team. Or actually, let's face it, this team has always been underrated when it comes to college basketball. Going into Fairfax, Virginia to take on 22-8 George Mason Patriots. All right, so some breaking news. End of overtime has just happened between Miami of Ohio and Ohio. The final score was 110 to 108. Miami of Ohio will finish the regular season undefeated. Wow. That is crazy. Miami of Ohio is going to be the only undefeated team going into the March Madness tournament. Oh man, this tournament is going to be one to watch this year. But anyways, let's move on. Like I said, we got 25th ranked, 27-3 St. Louis going into Fairfax, Virginia to take on 22-8 George Mason. Look, George Mason has always been an underrated team. Give me the goddamn Patriots for the upset. All right, next up. We got one of, if not the greatest rivalry in college basketball, as 17th ranked North Carolina goes into the Cameron Indoor Stadium in Durham, North Carolina to take on the first ranked Duke Blue Devils, who currently sit at 22-8. This is a bit of a tough one. I'm not even going to lie. But I will say this. Give me another upset of 17th ranked North Carolina beating first ranked Duke in this game. Oh, it's going to be a good one, baby. Next up, we got the basketball version of the Iron Bowl as 16-14 Auburn goes into the Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa, Alabama to take on 16th ranked 22-8 Alabama. Look, I'll just say this. I'm happy for Alabama doing good in college basketball and everything like that. But the fact that they actually are taking over college basketball when they've been dominating college football for so long. Like, just, you're not satisfied with one thing. You got to have everything, don't you? All right, in any case, I'm going to take 16th ranked Alabama in this one over Auburn. Next up, we got 10th ranked Texas Tech sitting at 22-8 going into the Marriott Center in Provo, Utah to take on the 20-10 BYU Cougars. Oh, man. So, looks like BYU is favored by 1.5 points, which is absolutely crazy. The only thing I'm willing to bet on is probably the over for the total, which is 159.5. That's it. But as far as the game goes, I mean, it's really anybody's game. Like, this is going to be a good one. You know what? BYU almost mounted a comeback against Arizona. Give me my third upset for this weekend. Give me BYU over 10th ranked Texas Tech. I think this is definitely going to be a good game, and I for one would not be surprised if Texas Tech pulls it out of their ass the same way that Miami of Ohio did against Ohio. All right. Last final game, we got second ranked Arizona sitting at 28-2 going into the CU Event Center in Boulder, Colorado to take on 17-13 Colorado Buffaloes. I mean, it's not even close. Give me Arizona in this matchup. So yeah. But that is all the time that we have today for tonight's episode of the Most Old Cunt uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Obviously, it is Friday night. We are approaching the weekend. So, as I've been saying, don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Don't end up in the hospital dead or in jail. If you end up in jail, then call somebody whose number you know by heart. And then once you get off the phone, proceed to establish dominance quickly. But that is all the time that we have for tonight's episode. I honestly thought it was a great episode. We had a lot to talk about, and man, oh man, the WBC is going to be great. Shortly after that ends, we have the March Madness tournament. I cannot fucking wait. And then, if that wasn't crazy enough, after the March Madness tournament ends, we have opening fucking day. Oh, it's going to be good. This month is going to be good. It's going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss it. Until then, and until next time, peace